Hi everyone, and welcome to COM302. I'm so glad that you are here. I just want to walk you through the course. This is all online, asynchronous, which means everything is due at 11:59 p.m. on the night that it is assigned. So you can always talk to me via office hours. Those are listed in my syllabus. We can set up a Zoom appointment as well as email anytime. You can email me through Canvas or email me through UNCW email. So if you look through here, there's a Let's Get Started checklist. On your first day, just come right in here and there's documents for you to read. And so you'll read the syllabus, you read a little bit about me. A map of our learning objectives just shows you everything you're going to learn in this course and the sequence of how we go about acquiring these skills and this knowledge. A little bit about discussion board grading, as well as the minimum technology requirements that you're going to need to be successful in this course. This document here is your frequently asked questions, and you can add your own questions to that, and I'm happy to answer them, and I'll leave them there for future students. And here is foundational introductory readings. Every time you have a reading, you will either be taken to the library where you will log in using your UNCW email and password, or it'll be a PDF that you'll just download. You never have to purchase any of your readings for this course. I want you to notice that while this is week 1 right here, that week 2 and 3 are in module 2 along with week 1. So you'll start module 1 and also module 2 in that first week, and you'll be here for weeks 2 and 3, and after you leave module 1 behind, you will be picking up for weeks 2 and 3, you'll be in ethical underpinnings, which is your third module. So know that while these modules are in chronological order of when they're introduced to you, you will often have 2 or 3 modules going on at the same time. You can always follow exactly what is due through the automated reminders that come up through Canvas. I'll send you weekly emails, and you also can just look at the syllabus because everything that's due is right there. The modules are organized by topic. They aren't organized by individual weeks. You have to look through and say week 2 continued. So here is when we begin week 2, right here, but then you also have week 2 in research ethics. You can look here and you can get an overview, and again, you'll also get my weekly emails to help you make sure you have your underpinnings and all of your automated reminders. A quick reminder that you'll see different symbols throughout the course. If you see books, it just needs to be read. If you see an eye, that means you have to watch it and listen, so set aside that time to do that. When you see a puzzle piece, that means it's a quiz. Quizzes are timed evaluations just to make sure you have a basic understanding of the knowledge presented in the lectures. So you want to make sure you've already watched the lecture, taken notes, and then you take the quiz. Now, each week, I will go over the quiz to make sure everybody has the knowledge they need from that quiz to keep moving forward. When you see a hand up, that's a discussion board, and that means you'll have to post and respond and engage in a discussion with your peers. Sometimes you'll see someone holding a little magnifying glass. That's an assignment pitch. That means you're going to tell us what you're going to do for that particular assignment. It's a time to make sure you're applying the method correctly to an assignment that you can get finished. And so I'm making sure that you have a feasible, solid project through that assignment pitch. Whenever you see 2 people standing next to each other, they are reminding you that you have to go back and finish a discussion board or finish an assignment pitch. So I have those there because I can't put more than one due date on an assignment. So that gives me a chance to give you a second due date so you don't forget to go back and do what has to happen. When you open up those reminders, right in the reminder will be a link that takes you back to the assignment. And then when you see a star, that means it's the culminating larger assignment that you're going to pass in. So that's how you're going to know the sequence of each assignment within each module. We're going to spend a lot of time figuring out how to do all these methods, applying these different methods, and then that'll culminate in your final project that we will begin week 9 and you will put together different ideas, different questions you've had throughout the semester, and you will collect some new data or add to data that you already have for your final project. And we will go through that same sequence again on a larger scale. So if you have any questions, please email me, or you can ask them on the frequently asked question page, and we'll move on from there. So a reminder to get started. I'll talk to you soon.